Hey everyone, it's Marlon Fan 1995, and we have a huge Transformers 4 discussion ahead, and a lot of news happening, a lot of major news, and let's just go ahead and get started. There's a lot to talk about. First of all, we had three different rumored possible names for Transformers 4, and this stemmed from some domains that were registered for the movie. And a lot of people thought that, okay, out of these three, they are going to be, one of them is going to be for Transformers 4, or maybe they could be for 4, 5, and 6. Maybe they're picked the titles already. So they were Transformers Apocalypse, Transformers Last Stand, and Transformers Future Cast. A lot of people mention that this sounds like X-Men names, and they are, Last Stand, and it's so. A lot of people thought they were very uncreative, and they didn't really make sense, and they were kind of overused per se. But good news is that those three were not the official titles for 4, 5, or 6. But I will touch on that in a second. First of all, I want to say that the Dinobots have officially been confirmed, officially, by Lorenzo de Bonaventura. I mentioned, I had a little annotation in my last video saying that he did confirm them because I filmed it before he ended up saying that. But yeah, so we have official confirmation that they are going to be in Transformers 4. And what is Transformers 4 called? It's going to be Age of Extinction. Age of Extinction. That is a pretty cool name. It follows the "of" in the names of the movies: Revenge of the Fallen, Dark of the Moon, Age of Extinction. So it keeps that trend, but I have to say this is by far my favorite subtitle name for a Transformers movie. It sounds cool. Age of Extinction. And a lot of people are saying, oh, but the Avengers has Age in it, Avengers 2. But the good news is Transformers 4 comes out before the Avengers 2, so we don't have to worry about that. But anyway, I like the Age, and they like Age of Extinction. I think another possible good name would maybe have been The Age of Extinction, but I guess condensing it down kind of makes more sense. Kind of make it not seem as long. But I love the title. It is my favorite out of all the movies so far. And I'm really interested to find out with Extinction. Could it have a double meaning? We know the Dinobots are going to be in it. The dinosaurs are extinct. But could it be talking about humans? Could it be talking about the Autobots, the Decepticons, the Transformers as a whole? Just like Revenge of the Fallen had kind of a double meaning. I kind of always saw it as Revenge of the Fallen, Decepticons, and Revenge of the Fallen. So, and Dark of the Moon kind of had a slight double meaning as well. So, could it have a double meaning? That's something to think about. And also, 3 video game trademarks were registered, and I'm going to talk about 2 of them and leave the third one till the final part of this video because it could be kind of considered spoilerish. They were Spirits Rising and Autobots Supreme, and a lot of people think, myself included, that these video game trademarks have to do with the movies because they were registered and trademarked about the same, actually exactly the same time. So my guess is they have to do with the movies. Maybe kind of like DS games have separate little subtitles. So that's kind of what I'm thinking along the lines of. And so I think, well, yeah, I lost my train of thought. I think that they do have to do with the movies. It's a possibility that they could have to do with Transformers Prime or another Cybertron game maybe, but I do think that it does have to do with the movies, and that is going to be related to the Transformers Age of Extinction video game. Which, by the way, once again I want to say that I really hope that game does not turn out to be a prequel. That would suck, in my opinion. But moving on, I want to show you guys the poster. The poster for Transformers Age of Extinction has been released, and it is the same Decepticon logo that we've seen, but it's kind of buried in sand. And that really pushes the Dinobot theme even more. You kind of think of an archaeological dig site, looking for some type of Dinobot artifact, maybe, and they were filming in a desert-like area. That was actually the first place that they filmed. So I do think that this movie is definitely going to revolve around the Dinobots. It's going to be a main central theme. They're not going to be just pushed in there just to have them in there. They're going to have a crucial part to the plot. And also, with the release of the poster and some international posters as well, you see the United States still at June 27th. Some notables are, I believe, it was some Asian country. I don't remember which one, but it said summer 2014, so no exact date yet. A couple of other posters said July 10th. I know the UK was one of them. So unfortunately, they're going to have to, all of you guys in the UK are going to have to wait a little bit longer, which that really stinks. I mean, you think with a movie such as this, you'd want to release it worldwide all in one day. So I really feel for you guys in the UK. And I hopefully the same thing will happen like with Dark of the Moon, and maybe we will all get one worldwide release, because there were actually different dates for Dark of the Moon at first, and then they actually all got compiled into one day pretty much. So hopefully that happens again, because if I lived in the UK and I had to wait till July 10th, I'd want to fly to America just for that. I mean, that's crazy having to wait that long. And also, couple of countries, including I think Australia was one of them, and I believe New Zealand maybe, said June 26th, so they get it a day earlier than the United States, and so that's awesome for you guys. Hopefully that us in America get it on the 26th as well eventually. They kind of move around the dates a little bit. Dark of the Moon happened a lot. It was supposed to be July 1st, ended up being the 29th, and then it kind of got to the 28th, and you had the 9 o'clock releases, which I hope happens again, so I don't have to go at midnight and stay up until 3, 4 in the morning, but I'd still do it anyway. But it'd be nice to have a 9 o'clock showing. And so yeah, I mean, just ton of news happening. And also, I'm going to talk about some on-set photos from the Chicago set where they're filming, and there were 3 new cars spotted actually: an Aston Martin Vanquish and a white 2014 production Camaro, as well as a Chinese concept E-Jet, I believe is what it's called. And so you would think with the white Camaro that maybe it's just somebody's car, but it has been seen rolling with the other cars. It's been seen parked with the other cars. So maybe we'll have 2 Camaros in this film. Actually 3 if you count the old version of Bumblebee. So that's kind of interesting. And also the Aston Martin, that's definitely going to be somebody just because of the way it looks. And same with that Chinese concept car. Or else it's going to be a car for like Kelsey Grammer's character or something. But it's definitely going to be featured in the film, and in I think a pretty large way. And that is it pretty much for this Transformers 4 discussion, but I do want to talk about one little semi-spoilerish thing about a returning character, possibly revealed through those video game trademarks, and this is only if those trademarks have to do with the movie. If they're not, then this is all wiped out. Although there is something else as well. I'll talk about that if you continue watching. So if you do not want to hear any character spoilers, please stop watching now. Through the trademarks, there was a title called Megatron Returns. Will Megatron be back in Transformers 4? That would be really interesting. And also, to further kind of solidify that, a head prop was spotted on set that kind of was a mixture between the Dark of the Moon Megatron and the Transformers 1 Megatron, I think. It's kind of pixelated, not very clear, but that's what it looks like in my opinion. So, I think he's back, which is very interesting. I'm not sure how I feel about that. I'm not sure I really like it unless they have a really good way of putting it. Maybe the human villains try and experiment on him or something. I don't know. But that's definitely very interesting. I'm still not sure how I feel about this. Like I said, maybe it depends on how they handle it. But I don't want him to just come back easily. I want it to be some... I think the only way I would like this is if the humans somehow activated him or something like that, or rebuilt him, something to that effect. And also, I want to close out with the continuation, I'm going to call it the Marlin Fan Photo Challenge. And, I don't know, I'm going to think of something. I got to think of maybe some type of prize, or I don't know. If you find, get a photo of one of the clapper boards with the Transformers on them, I know that there's actually Autobots and Decepticons on them now. If you get a photo of those things, other than the Pagani, because that's already been seen, although if you do get a clear photo of it, that'll count too. But if you get a photo of these clapper boards, send them to me, and I will think of something to reward you with. I don't know yet, but I'll think of something. So, the Marlin Fan Photo Challenge, I do know a friend of mine who lives in that area. He actually lives like a mile away from where they're filming this weekend. He is going to go down there and try and get some photos. So don't let him beat you. Go out there, get some photos, and I will think of some type of prize for you guys if you do send me anything interesting. And so hopefully my friend will be able to get some photos if all else fails, and maybe we'll be able to see some designs of these Transformers from Age of Extinction. And that will pretty much do it for this Transformers 4 discussion number 6. And the Age of Extinction is coming to a theater near you on June 27th or July 10th or June 26th or next summer. One of those. They really do need to make it one day. But hopefully that'll happen. And until number 7, I am Marlin Fan 1995, and I will see you next time.
TunaKaan.